Welcome back. Opening scene. The Toyota Celica is one of the most iconic names in Toyota's history. A car that captured the essence of affordable performance, stylish design, and reliability. From its debut in 1970 to its discontinuation in 2006, the Celica went through 7 generations, each one evolving with the times but always staying true to its identity as a fun, lightweight sports coupe. The Celica was Toyota's response to the growing demand for sporty, affordable cars in the early 1970s. Inspired by American muscle cars like the Ford Mustang, Toyota wanted to create something that was stylish, engaging to drive, but still practical enough for everyday use. And they nailed it. The first generation Celica, introduced in 1970, featured a sleek, long hood, short deck design that immediately stood out. Under the hood, it wasn't about brute force, but rather a well-balanced mix of power and handling. Toyota offered a range of engines, starting from a 1.4-liter inline-4 to a 2.0-liter engine in the GT models. While power figures weren't groundbreaking, the lightweight chassis and well-tuned suspension made the Celica a joy to drive. It wasn't just about speed, it was about the experience. The car quickly gained popularity, especially among younger drivers looking for an affordable entry into the sports car world. As the years went on, the Celica continued to evolve. The second generation, introduced in 1977, refined the design with a more angular, aggressive look. Toyota also introduced the Celica Supra, a higher performance variant that would later spin off into its own legendary model. By the time the third generation Celica arrived in 1981, Toyota had fully embraced the sharp-edged, wedge-shaped design language of the era. The biggest change came in 1985 with the fourth generation, when Toyota switched from rear-wheel drive to front-wheel drive. This was a controversial move at the time, as many enthusiasts felt that rear-wheel drive was essential for a true sports car experience. But Toyota had a different vision. They saw the Celica as more than just a sports car. It was a versatile coupe that needed to appeal to a broader audience. The front-wheel drive layout improved fuel efficiency, made the car more practical, and allowed for a more spacious cabin. And while some purists weren't happy, the Celica remained a strong seller. Then came the fifth generation in 1989, and with it, one of the most legendary versions of the Celica, the GT4. Toyota wanted to dominate the World Rally Championship, and the Celica GT4 was their ticket in. Featuring a turbocharged 2.0-liter engine, all-wheel drive, and a host of rally-inspired upgrades, the GT4 was a beast on the road and the track. It gave Toyota some of its most memorable victories in rally history, proving that the Celica wasn't just a fun street car, it was a serious performance machine. The sixth generation arrived in 1993, bringing with it a smoother, more aerodynamic design. This was the era when Toyota was at the top of its game in both reliability and performance. The Celica GT4 from this generation, known as the ST205, was one of the most advanced rally homologation cars ever made. It featured a sophisticated all-wheel drive system, a water-cooled intercooler, and an aggressive design that made it look like it was ready to attack any road. But by the late '90s, the sports coupe market was shrinking. Enthusiasts were turning to more powerful